Hey guys! So I finally got around to trying Salvia, and it was a blast. Now, I know a lot of people are saying I looked autistic. Even my girlfriend says I looked autistic, so she was curious what it did to you mentally, like while you were high, like what chemical reactions were going on in your brain. She couldn't find any information on it, so that made me sad, but I was looking at the video and I'm like, you're right, I kind of did act as if I had some autistic traits. I found that was rather interesting. Now, when I was high on Salvia, I was rather limited in my actions and speech. It's like there was just so much else going on that I just couldn't speak properly and couldn't communicate because there was just, I was too amused with what was happening that it was just blocking all that other, all the other stuff. Now, basically, when I was, so I thought, well, what I was seeing was basically like a lane or something, and there was furry critters, woodland creatures who were having a ball, doing whatever, kinds of funny stuff, and somehow one of them stole somebody's shoes, and they put them on my table in front of me, and then that's what they were trying to get at, but for some reason they couldn't, and it was really funny for some reason. The interesting with Salvia is a lot of people experience that they have a sensation of gravity is intensified, and it feels like their skin's kind of being pulled off a little bit. And that was one thing that kind of kept me from doing it because I really don't like that sensation, but I didn't have it this time, so that was really cool. Now, that was the second time I'd smoked Salvia that night. The first time I just took a bit of a hit off of my girlfriend's bowl, and the thing was, is that time I had intense gravity. It's just that's all I felt really, and it wasn't any hallucinations or anything. I was just being pulled to the ground. Second time after that, no pulling, so it was really cool. So yeah, these woody creatures, and then I was laying there, and then out of my carpet, a cat came, appeared a drawing of a cat, and then to a sculpture of a cat, and then to a cat, and it was mooning me, and I was laughing so hard because it was so funny. And the thing is with Salvia that I seem to find is nothing really changes. I was battling myself on this hallucinogen while I was doing it, because I was nothing's changed, everything looks still the same. But then I'd be back into this lane with all these furry woodland creatures, but I'd look through it and it's still my shoe room, nothing's changed. But then there's all these woodland creatures in this foresty lane kind of thing, out of nowhere really. And it was really odd and interesting at the same time, because I hadn't quite had an experience like that one. So I would say Salvia is different than acid. Most people compare it to the climax of an acid high, but I would say it's a completely different high altogether. I can't remember quite what the climax of my acid high was like because it was dark visually. I can't compare the two, so I would have to try acid again to get a better comparison. But Salvia was fun. I hear it's legal because they don't know, and this is I don't know for sure, I didn't look into it yet, but I hear it's legal because they don't know the long-term benefits of or the long-term what's the word? Long-term effects, there we go, of Salvia on people. So it's just legal, which is fantastic. Now, I know I think it's legal in the States too. It might not be in some states, but it's really cool. It's just a really fun, 5 to 10 minute high, and you feel a little bit woozy in the head afterwards for about, an hour or so, but that's about it. And, it's just one of those fun little drugs. So if you ever want to try Salvia, you can buy it at a store. It's pretty expensive. They jip you. It's what is it? $20 for times 200, up to 100 for times 1,000 or something like that. And I've had people try 1,000 and nothing, try 250, and they're just wow, crazy. And so it varies. Go cheap if you're gonna do it, I guess. It was really fun. Yeah, that's the Salvia report for today. Trippy. Autisticness. Weird. I wonder what the relation is, eh? Maybe autistic people aren't exactly all here because their mind is completely somewhere else. Somewhere maybe in a realm or a level, a dimension that we can't see or interpret, but they can. And that's what they're caught in between the two. So they're experiencing this and that. And they can't comprehend both at the same time because it's just too much for them to handle. Maybe. Peace.